But like you started several months back as the distributor, and a little bit longer than that actually. I think you're almost 9 months now. But like,
It's been a year,
as
actually.
it,
Like a
Kimera
full
and
year?
I's 1 year anniversary
Uh,
was at Adepticon.
Oh, no
So
way.
we,
Congratulations.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, we got some beers and we toasted to our 1 year anniversary.
Nice.
so from several months ago since you first appeared on the podcast till now, what's some of the challenges that you faced that's obviously been unexpected?
Well, I think that the tariffs were not expected. That
Uh,
was real tough.
Ooh.
Also, trying to find a way to translate the European market to the American market. They're completely different markets. What American painters want and what American painters are interested in is vastly different than what European painters want and are interested in. And I go back to, I think that really comes down to fundamentals and what Americans know like when it comes to art, a high level of art versus Europeans. The other thing that I have found is that the market has changed very much in the last year when it comes to painting. For example, during COVID, everyone and their sister cousin was painting, right? Everyone was picking up a brush for the first time or for the first time in like a decade. And so details were fun. A lot of detail was fun. They wanted all of these little nitty gritty little things and they had all the time for it. Well, now it's been several years since COVID. And so we had this level of painters at COVID, but we saw a huge drop in
mhm.
the amount of people that were still interested in our hobby. It's still a
That's
net positive, but what you're finding is the people who are left over from COVID who are still painting, these are the people who want to get better. These are not the people who, Brent, like yourself, you may not have 1,000,001 hours to spend on a freaking gemstone. You've got kids, you got a wife, you got other things that you got to do. So, you don't have time for all that nonsense. So you probably want to focus more on busts um, and faces and big volumes and things like that, and things that are going to push you to the next level.
Hmm.
Textures, for example, you just
Texture, yeah.
posted one about texture.
Hmm.
That's another really big detail that newer painters are starting to focus on. And so I think that when it comes to the translation of the European to the American market, trying to convey a lot of the American needs to the European manufacturers has been a challenge.
Oh, interesting.
now I did notice because I
Hmm.
was looking at the base set. Now, is it the tariffs that kind of affect your guys' shipping prices and all that? Because I do notice like shipping for the $60 base set is I think roughly $13 or $14. Or is that because they're over here now?
No, yeah, everything's here. So everything that
Mm.
you're going to see on my website is here in the United States. And so, because if you were to get a $60 primary set from Italy, you would pay, first of all, it would be $60, yeah, $60, plus you'd have to pay about $35 in shipping, plus you'd have tariffs and about 2 to 3 months wait time. So
Hmm.
you don't have that when you order from me. And I try to make sure that the prices that you see on my website are going to be around the exact same price, if not a little bit 10 to 15% cheaper than what you would get if you just ordered it from Italy, and it's going to be here in a matter of a couple of days rather than 2 to 3 months.
Mm. That's what I liked is that because I've noticed if I order something on either Etsy or if with even on Kickstarter, I've got a couple of boxes and I'll go, what is this? I don't even remember what this is. And I'll cut it open and I go, oh yeah, I ordered this like a couple months ago, or if it's a Kickstarter, a couple years. And I just
Yeah.
completely, it's almost like I bought myself a Christmas present. Like, oh, I wonder what I bought. But yeah, seeing those shorter shipping times, that's really awesome. So that's
Yeah.
definitely a level up.
Well, even ordering from Green Stuff World before the tariffs were a thing.
Hmm.
I mean, I would have to buy $300 worth of crap from Green Stuff World just to make the
The
shipping
shipping worth
worth
it.
it. And so now I'm so glad that I've given people the opportunity to have all of these European brands, but here in the United States. So they don't have to wait months and months. They don't have to spend a ridiculous, outrageous amount of money on all that shipping nonsense. It's just a lot more obtainable, which
Hmm.
was the focus for opening Dracoya as a distributor.
That's awesome.